What's up, everybody? I'm Music Man, and welcome back to Music Man's Ride. In today's video, we're going out moto camping, and we're doing this very minimalist style. But first, I gotta get some gas, so we're never gonna make it to the campsite. Get down the road. All right, so we got the bike all fueled up. We are ready to get this camping trip on the road. Now, like I said earlier, this trip is very minimalist. I'm not bringing a whole lot of gear. I'm trying to see how little I can get away with here. So when I get to the actual campsite and jump off the bike, I'll show you guys why I say it's a minimalist. You see a lot of videos, people go moto camping, they've got gear slung all over their bikes. I've got everything packed up in the storage, and what comes on just a regular stock street glide. There's no tour pack, no extra baggage, just the 2 saddlebags. I got everything I need for the night in there. And I am only going to be out for the night. Just going to be a short camping trip. This is more of a test for later on. I'm planning sometime this summer. I want to take a road trip and spend 4 or 5 days out on the road living off my bike. And let's just face it, at this point in the game, YouTube's not paying the bills, so this is all something I got to front the cash for. I need to do it as cheap as possible. So I'm not going to be staying in any hotels or anything like that. I'm going to be basically hopping state park to state park, or camping area to camping area, whatever's available. And I need to know that I can do so with very little equipment and do it comfortably. My camping spot for the night is out at a place that I used to go camping at all the time back in high school with my buddies. It's out here at Sarge Creek Cove on Cove Lake. The Sarge Creek has the camping spots are all gravel, and so I shouldn't have any mud issues that I need to worry about. And like I said, I'm fairly familiar with this campground, so it shouldn't be too hard to find my spot. Here's the bridge going over Cove Lake. It'll lead you right out into Sarge Creek. Is that all junk in the water from all the rain? Just washing crap? Yeah. Whew, now is not a good time to be putting your boat out. Holy crap. Daggum. Lake looks like it might be up a little bit too. Something else I'm going to have to remember before I come do this next time. When I pack luggage, I need to pack a rod and reel so I can do some fishing while I'm out. Sarge Creek Cove. Alright, it's gonna be home for the night. Equestrian Trail, campground. Let's get checked in. How you doing?
I'm good.
I've got spot number 8 reserved for tonight and tomorrow night. Yep, Cox, yep.
Okay.
Do I need any paperwork or anything like that?
Do you have a boat or anything?
Nah, I can't pull it with this.
Well, if you do have to bring one out, we'll give you a pass.
Okay.
That way you won't have to pay.
No, I'm not bringing a boat. This is all I got for tonight.
You gonna do
So.
tent or?
Yep, yeah, I got everything in the saddlebags, everything I need for the night.
Awesome. You have a good time.
I hope so. I hope so.
The weather's gonna cooperate, I think.
Yeah, I can't complain about the weather for sure.
Yes. We'll have a good
So,
time.
I'm gonna try to. All right. Zook. Two, 3 and 4. Five, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, there's plenty of down wood over here too. That's awesome. Oh man, I got a gravy campsite. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. All right, we are here. This is gonna be home sweet home for the next couple days. I got some neighbors up around the way here, but nothing too far out. But check this out. See what I was talking about with the gravel? No mud. It's amazing. All right, so when I said I was doing this minimalist style, I meant minimalist. You can see how much luggage I brought with me. I'll stand in front of my rear-facing camera. I mean, I've got some stuff in my pockets, but nothing on me anywhere. So let's get the saddlebags open, get everything unpacked. Let's start setting up camp. Okay, so we made it to the campsite. We got everything unloaded off the bike. Let's go over some of the stuff I brought, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with here. Okay, so first up, I got some extra water because we need something to drink while we're out here. I got food, also an essential. I got a breakfast skillet and beef stew from Adventure Meals for dinner tonight, breakfast in the morning. Camp stove. The flashlight fell over. And a cutlery set. Obviously a sleeping bag. Here's that extra pair of shorts I told you I brought just for comfort. Pool floaty. Canteen cup. A little bit of coffee. My tent. And power cords. And a little bit of extra camera gear, some batteries, stuff like that. But all this kit fit in my saddlebags. So if you guys are just looking at doing this on a minimalist type situation, this is going to get you. All that stuff's going to be just what you need to get through the night and get everything you need. It's going to be good for if you're going to rallies. You don't even need to bring the food and water if you're going to an event like that. So as far as that goes, you can slim your kit down even more. Now with this, you don't see I didn't bring any clothing. I'm just going to stay overnight. I'll just change clothes when I get home tomorrow. No big deal. But as you can see, I have another large luggage rack at home that I can put extra toiletries, extra clothing and stuff like that in. So this is great for that type of a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting camp set up, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a minute. Alright, so check it out. This is the tent that I'm going to be using tonight. Nothing too special, but it is a 3-person dome tent made by Ozark Trail. Just picked it up at Walmart. Let's get her set up. Well, there's home sweet home for tonight. Let's get our air mat blown up, sleeping bag put in there. We'll get everything else loaded up in there just for kind of safekeeping, out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. And we're gonna head back into town and grab something to drink. So let's head back up to the Call One stop. Take you guys to the most famous gas station in the area. Everybody knows about the Call One stop. It's usually the last place people have a chance to buy some beer and bait before they hit the lake. And I didn't bring my fishing pole, so we're only going for one of those things. Severe tire damage. We'll shoot the gap. Almost got bucked off to the side. Definitely don't want to go back that way. See something running through the trees over there. No, it wasn't that bird that flew off either. The lake's nasty right now. I would not want to put a boat out in that. Be my my luck, if I put a boat out in the lake right now with all that flotsam out in the water, I hit a tree that was just a couple inches under the surface that I didn't see. I don't know how people are out there boating in this. Lake's definitely up though. Alright, here we are, the call one stop. One stop for everything you need before you go to the lake. Bait, tackle, beer. Yep. Good enough parking spot. Not too bad. How about yourself? Taking off from the one stop. We got the last missing ingredient we needed for a successful camp out, because it just ain't camping without beer. Looks like we got plenty of sunlight left to go pick up some firewood. I hadn't originally planned on having a fire, but I don't know, there's just something about it. You need a fire. You know what I mean? Alright, well, we are back to home sweet home. For the night anyway. I'm back here at the campsite. I'm gonna go wander off real quick, see if I can't go find some firewood. Starting to get kind of on in the evening. Looks like it's be about dinner time, so it's time to cook some food and try this out. This is the first time I've ever cooked with one of these little camp stoves. Should be interesting. Set that on there hand tight. Pull the things out. I guess it helps if I put my handle up. Alright, it said 1 3/4 cup. of water. Looks like some water. I think I found a balance point. Cool. Well, I got that balancing. Let's go ahead and open up dinner here. Smells all right, but check this out. It looks like a bag of croutons. It's wild. This is kind of a different way of camping for me. Normally I'm cooking over an open fire instead of, I mean, well, it's a fire, but this is very much a butane fire. Kind of like you would use at home. It's just a little different than what I'm used to cooking like when I'm out camping. Alright, well, I want to call that good as far as the water boiling. And the directions here say to carefully add boiling water. Who just dumps it in there like a madman? I'm just curious. Like, who's just not careful with boiling water? And this is freeze-dried food, so I'd assume you want it a little more watery than what you would probably normally make it at home. I don't know. Never cooked it before. But we'll see. It says wait 5 minutes, stir again and reseal. So, alright guys, I'll check back in when it's time to eat. Alright guys, so it's been plenty of time. I'm starting to run out of daylight. So let's go ahead and try this food. Let's see how it turns out. I got pretty high hope. I have pretty high hopes for this one. Smells good. Smells like beef stew. This will probably work better. There you go. That's what it looks like. I don't know. We'll see. Not really going to get my hopes too far up, though. Let's be honest here. You know, it's actually not too bad. Not bad at all. I mean, if you're away from home and on the side of the road, that's a pretty good meal. Pretty good meal. Now, at $9 a whack, they're kind of expensive, and probably would have been cheaper just to buy a can of Campbell's soup and just heat that on the burner. But I mean, that's actually pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Super hot though. And not that it tastes bad or anything, but I am out on the bike. It's gonna put me out in the sun quite a bit. And don't worry, the salt didn't come out super fast, so it's not like I put a lot in it. But a little trick that I learned from my time in the military. When you know you're going to be out, dehydration could be an issue. Always salt your food. Always put a little bit extra salt in your food. Your body's going to push a lot of sweat. And that salt's going to replace a little bit of what you sweat out. I mean, it's not going to do all of it for sure. You need to make sure you're eating plenty of good food, but it'll go a little bit of a ways towards helping you out. And I mean, anything's better than nothing, because you can't just drink straight water and expect to keep your hydration up if you're just out just sweating bullets all day. You'll eventually lose all your salts. You'll start running out of potassium, stuff like that. So you need to keep eating your salt, especially when you know you're going to be running low on fluids. Dehydration is always a bit of an issue when you're on a motorcycle. You don't realize it, but you actually sweat more than what you realize. The wind coming across your body pulls a lot of that off before it really has a chance to collect. It's great for cooling you off, but it dehydrates you really fast. So you may not even realize that you're sweating if you're out been riding all day, and you may just sweat all your water out and not even know it, just because of the wind whipping it off of you before it has a chance to really collect. A little salt and pepper really brought that to life. That's pretty good. Still a little too hot to be taking big bites. The beef stew gets a thumbs up. That's good stuff. That's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish up eating the rest of my dinner here. Probably going to start me a campfire before too long, kind of kick back and relax a little bit. We'll see you guys here in a bit. So it's been a little bit. Been just kind of out here hanging out, trying to keep this little fire back here going. I know it looks pretty pitiful, but all the wood's wet, and I'm lucky I got it to go that far. Been just hanging out, relaxing, enjoying the peace and quiet. I kind of forget over the winter time how much I just miss just being outside like this. It's really nice. This has been a great experience, camping off the bike. This was just kind of a test run to see how I'd like it before I decided to make this my plan for my trip later this summer at some time. So far, it's a go. I don't know, we haven't slept yet, so we'll see when sleep comes. But yeah, this has been really nice. I'm going to hang out here by the campfire, enjoy what's left of my beer, and I'll catch up with you all back in the tent. Alright guys, well, This is going to be the end of a pretty good day. Sleeping bag's a little tight, but I think it'll be alright. I just may need to look into getting a little bit larger one, although I guess if travel and portability is the main goal, which it is, this little sleeping bag should do fine. I mean, I'm not cold, I'm warm. It's just when they say mummy bag, this thing's literally a freaking mummy bag. I mean, it's tight. It's tight. There's no room for me to move around inside of it. But I think it's been a pretty successful test. Even my thought of using a pool floaty as an air mattress, well, it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to move around on it. It's nice because it comes with a built-in pillow that it's definitely working. So far, I'm liking it better than a regular air mattress, so it's got that going for it, right? Alright, anyway, guys. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning for coffee. Morning. It's been a pretty interesting night. No issue staying warm. Sleeping bag's plenty toasty. But it did cool off quite a bit last night, which makes it really hard to get out of the sleeping bag in the morning. But I gotta do it, so I will see you guys here in a few minutes for breakfast and coffee. Alright, I got some water heating up. A little bit of a chill in the air, but it's not bad this morning. Breakfast. Got my breakfast skillet here. Let's go ahead and open it up. Not gonna lie, that looks terrible. Look at this. Check it out. Yeah, that's supposed to be scrambled eggs, cheese, sausage. Look, okay. Scrambled egg. I don't know. We'll see what it's like when it turns out. I don't have a whole lot of high hope for breakfast, but I don't know. Last night's beef stew proved me wrong, so we'll see. So that's the only downside to using an old canteen cup to boil my water for breakfast. I have no idea how much water I'm actually using. There's no measurements on it at all, anywhere. And I really don't want my breakfast to turn out soup. Because scrambled egg soup just doesn't sound good. Alright, well, we're gonna call that good on the boiled water. Dump this carefully, as the instructions say. Pouch. And like I said, I have no way of measuring how much of anything I've put in here. So we're just gonna add some water to it. There's still powdery stuff. It's not even all wet. So we at least want to make sure everything gets wet. And that's probably going to be enough water. Yeah. So, while breakfast is cooking, let's get some more water here and make some coffee. So, what I got here to make coffee this morning, I could have just bought a camp percolator, but that costs money and space, and I'm trying to be cheap and save as much space as possible. So, I have a K-cup. Well, a K-cup basket anyway. And I'm going to fill it with my coffee grounds. Similar to the way I would use like a French press at home, and just let the coffee grounds soak in some warm water. So, let's see if this works. Other than it wants to float, that's obviously a problem. It'll be alright. And we're steaming them. I imagine that's probably plenty hot enough for coffee. I'm just going to shut the stove off. Set that over there so it can cool down. Let's see how the coffee is doing. I mean, it's not the best way to make coffee. But is it making coffee? Yeah, it's making coffee. We have coffee. Let's check on breakfast. And give it a stir here. Let's sit a few more minutes. Let's try the coffee. We got coffee. Oh, that's funny. So that's pretty good coffee, and I made it using a K-cup basket and a canteen cup. That's pretty good stuff. I just wish breakfast would hurry up. Coffee's hot, by the way. Alright, well, here, let me show you guys what this looks like in the pouch. Finally made. Looks real appetizing, doesn't it? So, let's try it. First time go without salt and pepper. Yeah. I'll tell you guys straight up, breakfast is not as good as dinner was last night. Dinner last night was respectable. Breakfast this morning is a nightmare. Oh well, we'll see how much of this I can get choked down. All in all, for the cost of it, I don't know. Ramen noodles and Vienna sausages probably would have been a better route to go. Look appetizing to you? Yeah, me neither. At least the coffee's good. Guess I got that rolling for me. Alright guys, well, I'm going to finish my breakfast. Maybe. We'll see how much of it I can choke down. I'm going to do a little walk around the campground, I guess. Let's see if there's anybody else stirring yet. Let's go for a little walk around the campground here while I finish my coffee. It was the only decent part of breakfast this morning. Canteen cup doesn't really keep this hot for too long. Not at all. Stand up. Here's my neighbors. I don't see a whole lot of them stirring. Probably either still sleeping or cooking breakfast in their camper. Camper people. Yeah, there's some neighbors out having breakfast. One small group anyway. So you guys want to know what I'm not looking forward to? I'm not looking forward to getting back on the bike. Might sound kind of weird. I know I do. Here with the here with a motor vlog channel, and I don't want to get back on my bike. You know, weird, right? No, I just forgot to bring something to sop the dew up with, which my bike seat is covered in. Which means when I go home here in a minute, I'm just going to start out with a wet butt. It's never a good day. And note to self, the canteen cup does not keep hot coffee hot for very long. So, you better drink it while it's hot. Because I am now drinking iced coffee. You got the morning walk in. Got a cup of coffee down us. It's time to hit the road. Alright, well, we're leaving the campsite. Head through here. Trying to be kind of gingerly so I don't just irritate all my neighbors. I didn't completely break camp down because I'm bringing my kids back here later tonight. They just don't know it yet. Because when I reserved this place, I had to get it for 2 nights. So if I already have all the equipment and I have the camping spot, why would I not just come back again? So tonight we're gonna come out and do it again. Only this time I'm bringing the wife and kids, so everybody can have a good time. Well guys, all in all, I'm gonna say that camping trip was a complete success. Not only did I have a good time and enjoy myself, which is important, but all my gear worked out. And my canteen cup has a leak. That's a little depressing, but I mean, seriously, if that's the worst of it. So all in all, as far as the test camp trip, man, that was a success all day. I'm pretty happy about it. So this is cool. So later this summer, when I actually get out and I go on my trip, you know, and I actually spend 4 or 5 days out living off the bike, I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be successful. I can do this. That's awesome. I'm all about going out and having an adventure, but my whole life, guys, I've been the type of guy to weigh the options and weigh my risk very carefully before I get into anything. And it's no different here with this trip. I want to make sure everything's set and is going to be effective before I hit the road. Because, I mean, once you're out there, you're out there. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I just want to thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging around this long through the video. I hope maybe this has inspired you to build your own camping get-up so you can get yourself out and go on your own adventure someday. Go check out my merch shop. I'll put a link for it down here in the description of the video. Every purchase off there helps go towards make better content for you guys. These trips and stuff like this aren't free. I mean, that costs me money to do. It's fun, and I enjoy coming out and doing it, so I'm going to do it either way. But cash flow definitely limits what I am and am not able to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I got to get back to the house. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all out on the next ride.